my friend Dana's house. We're gonna do a podcast here today.
And I also have a $700 water bill.
Water bill?
Yeah, it's a yearly water bill for the condo. It's like a flat rate. It's so fucking dumb. It's cheaper here for water for this house than it is for the condo. Just go to municipalities. It's cold water and
Nice. Good job. Well done.
thanks.
Okay, Dana, are you gonna take us for a tour of this place?
Yeah, let's go. This is gonna be a dining room area. Right now it's just kind of like, I don't know.
Right now this is our podcast area.
Yeah. Very cozy. The fireplace and the stained glass and
Well, yeah, I like that. You couldn't even see it. Boom. It's beautiful.
yeah.
How'd you luck out in such a nice place? It's ridiculous.
This is a really old, or a replica of a really old stove. That would have been similar to the one that was original in this house when it was built in 1912.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
You're really giving us the full detailed tour.
Yep. Well, there's not really much to see down there.
Well, you're gonna do something with downstairs.
Unfinished basement. Half of it's gonna be a legal suite. Half of it's gonna be like my sewing area / rec room area.
Nice.
Place for us to hang out and smoke weed.
Cool. Like that 70s show style.
Yeah, a little bit nicer though.
Nicer.
Stained glass here. Cool trim.
Right? The doors are dope.
Yeah, this house when it was built cost $1,500.
What? That's
Yeah.
like nothing.
Yeah, that's like a little bit more than my mortgage payments. My roommate's room.
Roommate.
And this is the bathroom with the tub.
This is the one I'm jealous of.
Yeah.
I think about your bathtub often.
Do you think
Yeah,
of my bathtub?
I want to ask you if I can come here and have a bath.
You could use it, yeah.
Okay, nice. Look at this tub,
It
man.
echoes. I gotta figure out some more.
Oh boy.
furniture.
Yeah, I wanted to come and use this one day because I need a. I can't fit in any bathtub. Pretty dope. I could fit a couple people in there.
Yeah.
Have a party in there.
Two's nice. And then this is my room.
This is your snazzy.
Yeah, closets, bathroom behind Ryan.
Oh yeah.
A little like tiny little closet shitter.
Boom.
And a sink. And then outside.
And she's got a deck in her room. Wouldn't it be nice? Isn't it nice? And this roof is dope. And boom, that's the tour.
It's a tour.
Well, give him the guns. Gotta give him the guns.
We're done. We're done. Give them the guns, guys. Bam. We gotta give them the guns, guys. Bam.
So
Alright.
peace.
Thanks,
Guns.
Logan. Guns. Boom. Fist. Gun. And let's give them the guns real quick. Bam, bam, bam. Logan. The guns.
Logan.
Logan. Oh, give me the guns, you loser.
I'm non-violent. I'm a pacifist.
I will bazooka your ass. Got lots of pillows here.
Yeah. Comfy.
All up good, all comfy. She's got me a coffee. Oh, this is our dry grad cup.
My dry grad cup.
Oh, I won one of these. I won one of these at dry grad.
2014.
2014. This is
Yeah.
2015. I'm just
Yeah.
sitting in front of me.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. That's a little blast from the past.
It'd be cool if you won in 2015, won in 2014.
It would be cool. That's crazy. So yeah, Dana's here. This is very exciting. Dana, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me.
You're my first woman.
Oh!
Gender diversity. Yeah, I wanted to have my...
What?
I was actually thinking about bringing Jen on this one, having me, you, and Jen.
That would have been sick.
That would have been fun, right?
On International Women's Day, we missed it.
Oh, that
That
would have been a good
been
idea.
amazing.
I wanted to do one with Jen for a while, but she,
Oh, I love her.
yeah, I love her too, obviously. My mom.
We
Some
should,
people don't get
can I
that.
be on the one with her? Or a one with her?
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
I was gonna, like I said, I was gonna bring on this one because I thought you guys would have a good dynamic. Because you come and hang out with me sometimes, and you come and hang out at my place, and then you and Jen just end up hanging out. I'm like, that's cool. You guys do your own thing.
No, it's like the three of us.
I know it's the three of us, but there are some times where you guys just take it away with conversation. I'm like, fuck yeah.
Well, it just happens. I don't know. I hope she
know.
likes me.
She loves you.
Nice.
She says hi.
Cool. Okay,
Jen
cool.
says hi.
I say hi also.
Of course. Again. Okay, so thank you for being on the show. First woman, very exciting. Me and Dana used to go to high school together. Cheers, by the way. Well, cheers to coffee.
Cheers.
That's why the dry grad thing was interesting. Exactly the same cup. So we went to Barsby, just down the road from here. We're in Harewood right now.
We are in Harewood, yeah. It's probably like 1,100 meters.
1,100 meters away. And we're in your new place.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we took a little tour. We'll cut into that because that's fun. But it's just a little down the road from your old place, which you grew up in throughout high school.
And my whole life.
And we went and partied at throughout high school the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be the party house again, hopefully.
Yeah, there's going to be a party here, apparently. You're going to have a housewarming party on 420, I hear.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be denim on denim themed, and it's going to be all about me and weed.
You and weed.
Me and weed, yeah.
Your relationship with weed? You just love it?
Yeah.
You're just going to be pictures of you and pot.
And probably
pictures of you smoking pot.
And like Wiz Khalifa, probably because he and I share the same birthday.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Isn't that fun when you share birthdays with somebody?
Especially somebody who like...
When's your birthday?
September 8th.
Okay. Mine's on April 4th, so it's like in a week here. It's like coming up like pretty soon. And I share a birthday with like, I think quite a few people have April 4th. Somebody came over the other day and they're like, I have an April 4th birthday. I'm like, oh, me too. But Robert Downey Jr. has April 4th.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And I'm always like, me and Robert Downey. Mm-hmm. Kicking ass. I think Heath Ledger might actually also be April 4th, but I might be totally wrong. But for some reason I think that.
Okay.
April 4th is dope. April's a good month. But what was I going to say? In the new place, out of high school, that's where we go way back. And you moved away for a while. When did you move out of town?
I moved to Port Coquitlam on May 15th, 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the exact date.
That was like almost 3 years ago then now.
Yeah, it'll be 3 years this May. And then, I bought a condo there, and then I went to school there, and now I'm done school, and kind of done with the condo, kind of done with the mainland. It was a lot over there.
Yeah.
I fucking didn't really like it very much.
Didn't like the mainland?
Not really. Like, I don't know. It's great to visit, and it's like great that everything's so accessible, and there's so many opportunities there, and blah blah blah. But like, I don't know.
You met your boyfriend?
Yeah, I did. I did meet my boyfriend.
Grady's awesome.
Yeah, he's.
I love Grady. Tell him I say hi next time you see him because I love that guy.
I will.
He's got. We should do a podcast with him, if he wants to.
Yeah.
Like I said, the more the merrier, of course. But I really do like Grady.
Good. Yeah, he's a lot of my family. Like all my family loves him, and all my friends like him. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited. This year he's been talking about like he's working obviously like away. He's got like that steam fitting job. So he's been talking about going away, but taking the summer off. So he's got the summer to like hang out here and get to know Nanaimo.
Yeah.
And
it's a good coffee, by the way. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's good with the coconut milk, right?
I do like the coconut milk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it'll be nice in the summertime when he's here and he gets to like
chill,
actually call Nanaimo
and
home,
enjoy the island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get used to things.
He came over and it was cold and he didn't seem like he was used to it.
He's been coming over. He's African.
Yeah, but it was funny. He had like a lot of jackets on and it just...
yeah, he does.
It's cold here sometimes.
He always has a lot of jackets on and a toque and his heat's always on and oh my god, his car is always so hot.
Toques are the best. They really keep my head warm.
Well, they're supposed to do.
I have this orange toque that I wear in a lot of the podcasts. People make fun of me for
I have an orange toque too,
nice.
Actually, and it's pretty much the exact same as your orange toque. Like neon orange. Orange is my favorite color.
Nice. It used to be my favorite color, but now it's blue.
Nice. I feel like blue suits like you more.
Blue's good.
I think orange suits me more.
I want to talk a little bit about the going to school over there. So how long were you? How long were you going to school over there?
I took one course that was 11 months, and I graduated from that with a fashion business and creative arts diploma.
A diploma, okay.
Yeah. So they're both diploma.
I don't know anything about school. I'm kind of ignorant towards school. I don't really like school. It's not for me. I know that.
A degree is higher than a diploma. A degree usually is like 4 years to obtain. And then a diploma is like however many. It was a condensed course though, so like I could have gone to school and gotten a degree for it, but I did it in a more condensed private institute. And I think that I'm not certain, but I think that private institutes only give you diplomas.
Is that what that was? That you went to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what'd you do there? So like, what was school like? So you're like
it was like arts
school.
and crafts. It was like arts and crafts for like.
When I saw you on Instagram, all of your posts were just super dope. It looked like you were living the dream of like a fashion student. Like you guys were just making stuff.
Yeah.
And all your stuff is super cool. When I went and visited you, some of the stuff that you showed me, like the dress that you made, I'm like, this is cool as fuck. The stuff you're doing is awesome.
Yeah. When I'm all up and running with my fashion stuff and like my sewing room's all done and like I'm like sewing machines are set up again, I'm really excited to like start doing shoots and stuff with my clothes that I already have.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, I'm just so excited for things to take off with that. But yeah, school was really easy.
Who was taking photos of you when you were like over there? Because I remember like there was definitely like there was a lot of cool photos of you with your clothes and.
Of me, the photos of me with
you.
my clothes, like my street clothes, like the styled shoots. Honestly, it was just my friend Lily, who went also to my school, and another kid named Cam, who was in my school.
Yeah,
and it was called like a mixer, so it was just like the school picks like a team of like a makeup artist, a hair student, and a fashion student, and then the three of you work together. You pick themes, and
then you
do the shoot, and then but we didn't have a model. Yeah. None of us knew anybody. None of us were from.
So you just modeled.
Yeah, so I was like, "Fuck it."
I can do it.
Yeah, I was like, "Of course I can do it."
Nice.
And they're all my clothes too, so like I knew they would fit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like I said, well, every time I looked over there, it just looked like you're having so much fun, and I was like, I wanted to do. Like, when I say, I don't really like school. I don't think school is for me.
Yeah.
But I would like, there's a film school, there's a couple film schools in Vancouver that I would love to go to, but not right now. For me, I feel like I might want to do a film school thing in, like, I would see it when I'm, like, 30 to 35 in that window.
Or, like, do film school, and to get into like filming for movies
to get into the industry, because Vancouver also the industry of like filming stuff and making stuff.
Oh my god, it's fucked up because
Everything
of the dollar
right
now. It's because of the dollar, so it's way cheaper for American companies to come here and film.
Yeah,
because their budgets are.
I don't think it's just that. It's also that it's just an amazing place over here in Vancouver.
Well, yeah, and like they call Vancouver the city of disguise or whatever because like it can be made up to look like whatever.
It's a crazy looking city.
Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, Hotel Vancouver is the Tipton.
Dude, there's so many buildings in there. There's
like
the library is like the library over there. It's cool looking. Is like the building that they use in the Fringe TV show, which is like it's like a science fiction CSI kind of show.
Yeah,
it's a really cool show. But there's some iconic buildings over there in Vancouver.
And there's also that one with oh my god, Steven Seagal. It's like a really old one. All I can remember is him and this like I'm pretty sure Asian guy fighting. Like a fighting scene with the two on them.
You know, I'd liked Under Siege. That's the only Steven Seagal movie I've really ever seen and watched.
Okay, well, it wasn't that one.
It definitely wasn't that one. That one was on a boat. Tommy Lee Jones. It's classic. That's Jason Seagal. That's funny. But I know Transformers was filmed over there. The first Transformers, boom, everything.
Yeah,
lots of stuff over there. Green Arrow.
There's always stuff filming, and they were always like right outside my school. Cause my school's in Gastown.
Oh, cool.
There was always so much shit going on inside my in between the fucking crackheads, like panhandling or sleeping or having an overdose. This one day there was a lady I walked out of. Oh my god, this. Ugh.
When I go visit over there, like me and Bruce, we just walk around sometimes and just I see the gnarliest shit, and I just feel
it's insane.
My heart really goes out to like homeless people. There
was this lady, I'm pretty sure, like she was obviously on drugs, but like she got maced, and I guess like Grady's been maced, so he said that like, all you want to do is like take off all your clothes because like it's in your clothes, right? And it's seeping into your skin, so you're just like burning. So she just like and she was like intoxicated, so she took off all her clothes. She was handcuffed, and she was like flailing around naked on the floor, on the ground. Outside, like on the corner, right across, like parallel to the steam clock.
Okay. I haven't been to Gastown in a long time.
Oh, but I'm sure you've seen the steam clock all over Instagram.
So. Yeah. Actually, I don't think I have.
So annoying. Trying to walk to school, like, through the crowd of people, like, and Asians.
Is it a little one?
Asians everywhere. Yeah.
Is it, like, little, or is it, like, a bigger one?
It's like...
Medium size? It's like a pole? Is it on a pole, or is it, like, on a big thing?
It's a clock.
I have no idea what it looks like.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Well, it's this clock that, like, I think I should know this.
It dings?
I'm pretty sure every hour. Or every quarter.
I'm pretty sure every hour. That's usually how the clocks work.
Yeah, it doesn't just ding. It also like has
dings the amount of times.
Steam too. No,
and shoots out steam.
It has steam, yeah. And everyone's like, "Oh wow, this steam clock's so cool," blah blah blah, because everyone's under the impression that it's the original thing and the original like mechanics and everything behind it, but it's fucking not. It's battery operated.
Oh, that's
yeah. And all I want to do was stand out there all day and tell people so that they would be less hype about the clock so that I could get to school better.
Dude, that city is a trip.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
Me and Bruce, so me and him, he lived over there when he was working for Leadcore.
Yeah.
And I do not spend time in Vancouver whatsoever, at all. And, I went there when I was, like, a little kid, and then every time we went and played football over there, it was the only time I went to Vancouver ever. So, one day, he was just, we had a couple days off, and he was over there, and it was, like, I think it was, like a holiday weekend or something. in the Christmas holiday area, and I just went over there for the night, and we did acid, and we just walked around all over downtown Vancouver, and sorry,
and then came to my condo.
Oh yeah, we came there the next day, yeah, and just had an adventure and just explored Vancouver, and I was just tripping on everything about that city. Like I said, the people there, the buildings there, the fact that there's so many people there. The way that everything is operated, nobody cares about anyone, about themselves.
Yeah.
The way like the transit systems work, I was losing my mind on the SkyTrain. I was like, we are just so close to death right now. It's just so.
Imagine if
freaky.
it just like didn't turn or something, or like I don't know. What if everybody
just
ran
went off
to
the
one
rails?
side?
Like,
yeah.
it's just
there's so much room for error.
Cities.
And I don't know if you've ever been to the Granville station.
I have been to Granville Station, I believe.
Okay, so that one, if the one that's it goes westbound, so it only takes you like one stop, or to Burrard and then to Waterfront. But it's the escalator that's there is like the steepest escalator in North America. Oh yeah,
that one down that big tunnel, right?
Fucked.
Yeah, that is a big one.
Yeah, and they never had it running because everyone
was something crazy.
What?
Okay, so I think what it might have been at it was at Granville or just another station, but because I didn't know anything about the city. Yeah. And I was like, Ben Bruce has been living there for months. And so he's my guide, and I'm like, okay, man, like I trust you. Like, where we go? Like, what train are we going on? And he's like, this is the train. We're here. This is a couple blocks away. Blah blah blah. And then at one point, when the acid was really kicking in, and we were like trying to get home eventually, he's like, okay, like we went to the station, and he's like, this is wrong. And we like went, and we just ended up. He's like, no, this, and then we left. He's like, I'm like, okay, this is wrong. We gotta get out of here then. I'm just following him like a little puppy, and then he's like, actually, I think this is the right place, and then goes back in.
Oh my god.
And he's like, no, it definitely isn't. Leaves again. So we're just going in circles. I'm just following him, and he's like, I'm like, dude, let's just go somewhere. Let's just hit the train. But yeah, he lost his mind, and he was very familiar with the place.
Yeah.
So I was just following with him.
That's so funny.
But the place is confusing, man.
It is. There's so many times where like I would be wanting to take the Millennium Line, but then I'd miss the stop at Commercial Broadway, and then it's just like, fuck, now I'm on the complete opposite side of Burnaby that I want to be on, and now I gotta go all the way back to Commercial Broadway and then get back on the regular like Millennium Line. Yeah.
Thankfully, that train really does get you places fast.
Doesn't really though.
You don't think so?
No.
I feel like it really does.
Well, it depends. I guess it totally depends. Like if you're going like short distances, like if you lived near a SkyTrain station and I lived near a SkyTrain station and like I was coming to your house, then absolutely it would probably be the best way to go.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like parking and everything too, but no, there's so many fucking stops. Like there needs to be like an express line or something, because
that's true.
It stops so many times. Like it takes 50 minutes to get from my condo to Metrotown when I was working at Nike, and it takes 20 minutes to drive.
What did I do? I came over there. I went over there for Fade in the Park to meet Bruce last year, and I had to get all the way to the Faded by myself on the whole system, and I did it. I was pretty amazed with myself, and I was pretty amazed how fast I got there. I'm like, that worked great. I'm like, fuck yeah. So I'm a big fan of that SkyTrain.
It's all right.
It took care of me anyway. It got me where I needed to be.
It gets the job done for sure.
Yeah.
I've done countless things on the SkyTrain.
Nothing compared to I'm sure a New York subway. I can't even believe. Like I said, when I go to Vancouver, I can't even believe what it would be like to go to New York.
I have this weird fear. It's not irrational either. I'm not even going to call it irrational because it's real. That somebody's just going to push me into the train while it's coming. I don't fucking like that girl's shirt. That
could happen.
There I go. Boom.
I have a fear of me just tripping. Of me just falling onto the tracks.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Some people are like, oh, that's fucked up. I don't like that.
No. Dude, I have an irrational fear of the buildings just collapsing. I was walking the waterfront, and there's these giant buildings along the waterfront, and there's getting held up by just poles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Jesus fuck, if that pole just shit the whole thing.
How about bridges?
Yeah, everything. I'm freaking out. Bridges for some reason I feel a little more safer.
I don't.
But I feel like these buildings could just fall down. And I feel like those cities, there's vents in the fucking ground. And I feel like the whole city breathes. It's a monster.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
It's fucked up.
The reason that I don't have a lot of faith in bridges is because I know obviously the amount of stuff that gets built versus the amount of stuff that gets the amount of stuff that gets built properly versus the stuff that doesn't.
Yeah, some buildings don't get put together properly.
Yeah.
And I know that. Bridges,
oh yeah. But it's like, so for example, when they were opening up a new line from the SkyTrain station, the Evergreen line, it took them like an extra like 9 months or something because the fucking retards who were making it, all the 8-year degrees that were working on it, built the tunnel to take you through like this mountain in Port Moody. Yeah. They built it too small for the trains.
How do you do that?
Like, is that not the first thing that you would?
That's like the first thing. Make sure the hole is big enough to put the train
like
in.
You fucking retard.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
Like what? And then they built it, and then like the first winter, they're like obviously Vancouver gets a lot of rain. Vancouver. They didn't put any drains or anything in there, and like they didn't build it on a tilt or anything, so none of the water like rush out. It just like
flooded.
Yeah.
Huh.
So we couldn't use it for a number of like months or weeks, and it was just like, what the fuck, like.
Yeah, I wonder how do they make those kinds of mistakes? Who's thinking?
And how many people did it like go by? You know?
Yeah, that too. And
like how many people missed it?
But there's Elon Musk, who's like single-handedly just like, I'm gonna make these tunnels.
Yeah.
They're great.
And I'm going to make these cars that are going to run.
I'm going to make rockets.
Everything.
I'm building everything. But we can't even, in Canada, we can't even get a team of people to build a fucking hole for the train to go through.
So they had to, their solution was to put the new train on the old track and the old train on the new track because the old train was smaller than the new train. So the old train, fit in.
The old train could fit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's funny. They have to do that's funny. I like that. I like that story. I don't know how we got there, but I like that story. It rains.
That because of the bridge. So like, what if that happens on a bridge?
Yeah, and they just fuck up.
And it just falls apart.
Yeah. But I see the thing is, I think that might not happen. It obviously could. But there's just iconic bridges, like the Golden Gate Bridge. These bridges have just been there for like hundreds of years, like 100 years.
And honestly, I feel like those ones I've got a lot more faith in.
Obviously.
Than the new ones, because people are just now in such a rush. And it's all about money and who can do it faster.
That's how I feel about some buildings.
Yeah,
like apartment buildings around here get sprung up like boom, like, and then when you go deliver a pizza, for instance, because that's what I do.
They all look the same.
They all look the same. Or when you go inside, you're like, this place is fucking cheap, and you knock on the door, and like everything's made like
door
shit.
Falls over.
Yeah, literally everything's made like shit. I go deliver a pizza and I break like a couple things as I'm walking in. I'm like, god damn, sorry. Yeah, it's things are made like shit.
Yeah,
and that's when I think I'm like, man, these skyscrapers could just fall down potentially one day. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Boom, long Vancouver rant. But I wanted to talk also about school. You finished schoal. You got your diploma.
And a diploma in fashion design also.
Nice. Again, I love all the stuff that you were designing. I don't know if we don't have any clothes to show off right now, but they're dope. But
thanks.
What's your next plan? You moved back here. You bought this house. You got your school. You got all this stuff behind your belt. What's your next steps?
Next step is to get my basement built so that I can like make clothes and shit down there, because it's pretty uninspiring, which I was finding also with the condo, to like have to like pull all my stuff out every time I like have an idea for something, which I'm sure you find sometimes too. It would just be nice to have like a space where I could just leave it, and then if I want to work on it for 15 minutes, I can go down there and work on it for 15 minutes, and not spend an hour setting it all up beforehand. Right
now I'm like in a place where I'm trying to like just gather all my necessary equipment.
Yeah.
And all the stuff that I need to really make something really special. And like right now, like I'm saying, I only have one lens. We talk about all the time I need a fucking lens. And I'm going to get some new software here soon.
Cool.
And my next step is what I wanted to start talking about. I haven't done a podcast in a little while, especially when we're just talking about normal shit. But it's been like a year since we started doing the podcast.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting, and I just bought this mic like a year ago, and that kicked off everything, and ever since then I've just been buying more equipment, and just working my ass off to do that, and I really wanted to start making like videos, like movies, like just to start telling little simple stories, so I can start, in the long run is I want to start making movies.
Yeah.
And I would like to actually have like a studio where
you want to make movies, or do you want to film movies?
I'd like to write and direct, potentially, and then film them. I'd like to do it all, and build like a team. I would like to have like a studio, not that just builds movies. Like movies would be like long term. But I'd like to make like a studio where we would like go to like business clients and like make commercials or movies for them.
Yeah.
And then make other stuff like that, right?
It would be cool too to do something like like a docu-series on
That's
football. Like
yeah,
Barsby,
exactly. That's
Barsby.
exactly what I want to do this year. I'm going to make something really, really special for Barsby.
Yeah.
And I'm going to get a lot of some more equipment.
Fuck, I wish there was something like that for when we were in high school.
When we were there, right? Exactly.
Oh, that would have been so sick. Imagine.
It'd be really cool.
Oh my god, the photos of the fans, and like the
amazing.
Me?
It would have been something. It would have been something to really.
I was
really
the fan.
Cool.
I was a fan.
But going back, doing that right now, like last year, it was so much fun. It was like being back on the team. Like it's really cool. It was really something cool to
like
experience.
The atmosphere. I don't know.
Great atmosphere.
It's just like.
And all the lessons that I learned back from when I was playing, I like got to retouch and like revisit when I was there. Yeah, very nostalgic. And last year, I was an amateur, total amateur. I didn't even know how to use this camera that I was using. There was times where I'm like, everything's white. I don't know how to fix this. And it took me a while to get used to everything, but now I'm a little bit more experienced. And this year, I want to make, like I said, I want to start making videos on my own time, so I can just really start getting good, start practicing, making lots of stuff, and really start building my portfolio, so that I'm able to make a business down the road, go to school with like a big knowledge base and a lot of stuff behind my belt as well. And that's what I'm trying to do. But I just I've been slacking. I haven't really gotten that step. I've been wanting to make a video for a while, but I wanted to make one where I quit, because I just quit my job and got a new job.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of ideas recently, basically, and I've just been wanting to do stuff, but I just haven't done any of it.
Have you been writing them down?
I've been trying to write them down, but I haven't written them down either, because there's been a lot of stuff. Like you said, when you fixed your whole, you gotta get your whole studio set up down there. My room's kind of a mess. There's a few things that I want to get set up that aren't set up, and I gotta throw shit out and buy new shit, because I'm a lot of paper. I wrote my whole journal. I gotta throw my journal out, I got a new journal, and write some more shit. It's such small things that are like holding me back, but they're holding me back. And I'm also just I'm just not that confident. I'm just really not that confident myself to be making these videos and putting them out to the world.
But like practice makes perfect. You
exactly,
can't just
right?
Expect to be like super good right
exactly, and that's what it's all about. It's just practice and getting better. But right now, it's just like, I just need to do it. I just gotta do it. That's what's going on with me. That's the next step. I just gotta execute it. Fuck yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Do you ever have that? Do you just feel not confident?
Oh my god, yes.
Right?
Yeah, because like all these people, especially, I don't know, with like art and stuff like that, like there's so many people who are doing it way better than you.
Mm-hmm.
And
absolutely.
It's just so discouraging, but I don't know, you're not going to get better, and you're not going to be even like comparable to them if you don't try.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know.
That's what I tell myself. Like, I feel like I have all the answers, but then there's just
everyone's
always
just scared
something.
to fail, which like that's
exactly.
fine. I don't know.
I'm not even scared to fail. I don't even know what I'm scared of at that point. I feel like it's just basically I just don't want to put something out that I don't think is good. Basically, I'm just like my own worst critic, and I'm like chasing the perfection thing, which is stupid because I know that doesn't exist either.
Well, perfection doesn't exist.
Exactly.
But, like,
yeah.
It's good to be your own hardest critic. I would say.
Yeah.
You gotta set standards and stuff for yourself. And like putting out garbage, like you want to brand yourself like that, but it's also like it'd be cool. A lot of people who have gotten famous delete all the, like a lot of the stuff off their social media or whatever.
Yeah, I noticed that.
From like when they were learning, and it's like I'm not gonna do that.
No, I mean that's not what I want to do either.
When I started the Complex Kids Instagram, there's a photo of my my demo jacket on there with just like scrap fabrics and stuff. But, I'm gonna keep that on there because that's like how it all started. That's where I started, and like I don't know, it'll be cool like once you like make it to just see all your progress, and like why shouldn't you be transparent like that? Why do you want? I don't know. To me, that's like trying to communicate that you were just good right out the gates, and it's like you weren't. Like you're human too. Yeah, you're human too. Like I don't know. Yeah.
Totally. No,
not that they're necessarily doing that. Like I don't think the people are like, oh, they're like, oh, I want people to think that I'm perfect, so I'm going to delete this forever. But it's just like, personally, that's not.
Well, that's just the culture of social media, where you're putting yourself, right? Mm-hmm. Basically, where you're looking at those people. But yeah, I totally agree. It's the podcast is about total transparency. I just want to put everything out there, put out my intent in a vocalized way, not like so ways that somebody can misinterpret what I'm saying and what my intent is and stuff. And then you can always go back and look at these episodes. It's crazy. We're at like episode like 22 or something, 23.
Holy shit!
And that's over a
year. 2 a year or 2 a month.
Like 2 a month, right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's more. Sometimes I feel like there's like 3 in a week, and then there's a long break. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do, but it's very inconsistent, and that's just what happens. But the goal for next year, because this first year was just making stuff and just actually doing it and learning about that, which I've learned a lot. But this next year I just want to make things tighter, try to get a little more consistent, actually do the stuff. Really excited for the football season to start again. Because that's actually like I'm able to actually focus on it. I got something coming up where I have to like be I can't find the word, but I'm really what's the word? Dedicated to it. I'm dedicated to it. I have to do it. I'm like
devoted.
I'm like devoted to it. I'm like I have to do it. I'm like I'm contractually obligated to fucking do this shit and like focus on it and get to work. And it's easy to do that stuff because the story's already there. Mm-hmm. I don't have to like do all this internal work and like figure out what story I want to tell.
Sometimes it's a lot of work to be creative.
Do it. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work and
it's tiring.
So much work.
Like you said, how sometimes there's like you'll do 3 in a week and then you won't do any, and like that's just the way she goes. Like,
yeah, that's just the way she goes. You just can't beat yourself up.
Sometimes you just draw blanks and like I don't know. You get inspiration when you get inspiration, and like in school, something that I really hated was that they always made you make like vision boards and stuff like that. And
I hate those.
Like, and it's like, yeah, okay, it's great to draw inspiration and like to have them somewhere in like a collection somewhere or something, so that you can look back and like reflect, especially in fashion, so that all your clothes, because you don't want to start making like one theme of like a collection in one theme and then like it trail off and then
I could get
and
how
then
it could
like
help in
something down the web like just doesn't fit back with the rest of the collection. Then you just have like a random ass fucking collection.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, my inspiration comes from like a lot of things, and then I would like a lot of it comes from like my like the way I was grown, the way I was brought up, and like in the Harley shop and everything. And so like to me, how I expressed that was just like the Harley logo in my vision board.
Yeah, yeah.
And they were like, okay, but like, what of that? And I was like, well, what the fuck do you mean?
Like the style, like is
like
it the chromes?
Yeah,
is it the paints of the car? Yeah.
There's, like fuck off! It's the whole thing. It's a lifestyle. Stuff. It's like.
Yeah, and they don't get that.
No.
Yeah, but that's why I hate school sometimes. And like, why are we here making vision boards where I want to be making clothes?
Yeah, like pardon? I know. Yeah, like.
That stuff pisses me off so much.
So annoying.
Yeah. And then when you question them, they're like, well, this is just the way it is. Yeah. I get in fights with I did get in fights with my teachers, and I continue to get in fights with my bosses, and fuck, it's ridiculous. That's why I just really need to work for myself. I've realized that lately, man. I just can't I cannot take orders from people because their orders are stupid.
Oh, I know, I hate stupid people. I'm going to get into alterations. There's not very many
clothes? Yeah,
because there's not very many people who like alterate anymore.
That's
if you think about it. And like the one lady that I always go to on like 3rd and Pine, I'm sure like 3rd Pine, that intersection by the big church.
Yeah.
There's a lady there who does stuff, but she's getting old, and it's like she's gonna have to retire at some point. So like I want to start doing my own shit, and then that's just a good way to make like side money, right? Like when
this town is like
so cool,
really cool,
so cool.
And I don't think people don't respect it enough or appreciate it. Like, and like you can open businesses here.
Oh
like,
my god, that's a huge reason why I moved back.
Any business that you really think about, like anything you can think about, it's like sure. Other than like I want to open a restaurant.
No, but like imagine
even if you make a good restaurant, it can still work out.
Yeah, even imagine opening like one of those like gourmet donut bakeries or whatever.
Yeah.
Donut shops.
Yeah. With
like cool flavors or whatever. Like fucking people in Nanaimo would be all over that.
Yeah, like the thing is, people just open generic shit here, and it's just like, oh, there's like
another one of
another
those.
Ricky's, another
I know.
Smitty's.
It's like it's because it's easy.
Let's go to Alice's, and I'm like, oh my god, kill me now.
That's easy.
There's so many places like that we can just open businesses, and God, people are just, and it's like an old timer town. It feels like behind with the times.
It is behind the times, but
and Vancouver's right across the ocean, and I feel like it's really weird. There's like
it's weird, but
really progress really fast. I feel like.
But I don't want it to, because the way that one of the reasons that I don't want it to progress that fast, because one of the reasons that I really wanted to move back here is because I do want to open a business, which is like sort of a long-term plan for me. I mean, if I can open it soon, then that would be fucking cool, but I don't really know that I can, just like financially or whatever. And but here here I could definitely do it. In Vancouver,
Yeah.
it's like a lost dream. Like that's
Totally. And then it's not like you had a lot of people to help you out in Vancouver either.
No, I have no connections there. I hear about so many connections, and I want to do something cool in Nanaimo that like not a lot of people have done, that no one's done yet.
Well, what did we talk about? We talked about you opening your own like a clothing store with like something up top where we could like rent out. We could rent it out for like events and like parties and stuff.
What I want to do is I want to have like my store, and I want it to be very industrial themed. And I to like just to match like the streetwear brand and whatever. And then I want to carry like I want to try and get licensing to carry like streetwear brands and a few outdoor brands too, but just like select pieces and whatever. And then I want to do like 30% ish of the store like consignment clothes.
Yeah.
But very very particular consignment clothes. Like really like again fits the store streetwear. Very clean. I'm gonna dry clean everything before I put it up for consignment so that it's not like gross smelling in there, because I find that like a lot of the consignment stores and like thrift shops here are like, you can tell they're like, that it's a thrift store type thing, whereas a lot of the ones in Vancouver is like, holy fuck, like I would never know. Even the ones in Victoria, like Victoria's awesome for secondhand stuff, but I want to get like specific brands and stuff for consignment. And there's a lot of like international students and stuff at VIU now.
Yeah, there's when I deliver pizza and I see so many fucking just Asian kids with Supreme logos everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. So like if I can cater to like them and also
got Supreme
like,
logos on their cars, like it's just like what's happening? I'm like,
I know it's fucked.
It's like a
it's
leak.
All foo-foo, but like
it feels like a leak from Vancouver sometimes over here. But then I feel like the leak will get bigger eventually. I feel like it's slowly getting bigger.
It is.
That
well,
leak.
Nanaimo's getting our port now is getting our port is getting
bigger?
shipped all of the like Mercedes and Alfa Romeos.
Yeah,
and
I've been
everything
hearing
like that.
about this.
Because Vancouver's just too expensive for them to do it,
Yeah.
and it apparently is cheaper for them to like send it here than send it over there, because obviously no one in Nanaimo's buying Alfa Romeos or like.
I didn't understand that. Yeah, they're shipping them here though. Where are they going though? They're shipping them here, and then where are they going here? Like just dealerships over here?
To northern, like the west coast of Northern America, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
They're just moving the when they're delivered, there's like the two major ports are like Halifax and Vancouver.
Yeah, okay.
But it's just so expensive in Van, and so like I guess they'd probably send them to Halifax, and that covers like the east coast maybe. I don't know. I'm not a shipping.
We're talking about shit we don't fucking know.
I'm not a long nothing.
Yeah, we don't know about that shit.
Longshoreman. No, that's not me. That ain't me.
No, that's not us. I don't even know about cars, so I don't even know how we got on that subject.
I know a little bit about cars.
I wish I knew about cars, but there's just people just like cars here that with the Supreme logos, of course. Yes. It's a trickle down thing.
I don't even think they like cars. I think they like showing off their money because
showing off their money and their brands, just brand thing.
Yeah, branding, materialism.
Yes, materialism. I'm trying to get away from that, Dana.
Oh, me too. I do need a new car though, because my car's fucking old.
The Buick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about a new car too. The other day, I was thinking about getting those 2018 Honda Civics, those new Honda Civics that came out that are cool.
Yeah, they look like rocket ships or something.
Yeah, right. They look cool.
Yeah.
For the longest time, I'm like, those are really cool. I really, really liked them for a while.
Like a transformer.
And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get one of those like in a few years. Mm-hmm. That's what I want. And now I'm like, fuck that. Like, fuck you. Fuck you, Stratts. Like, why do you want a Honda? Like, why do you just want a Honda Civic? Because it looks cool and like just get something like as cheap as possible, basically. But I'm like, maybe there's a middle ground.
No, Honda Civics are so reliable.
I bet they are, and I bet they're pretty well priced. If I were to get like a used one, free down the road.
Like my remember my Civic?
I do kind of, yeah.
So it was like the 2-door. It was 2015 when I got it, but it was a 2013 car, so it was 2 years old.
Okay, yeah, that's chill.
It was like not. I think for Civics there's like 4. I totaled it.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
That sucks when that happens.
Yeah, and now I'm cruising the Buick. But yeah, I don't know. It was like $17,000 when I got it.
Oh yeah, that's like nothing.
Well, it is something, but it's like yeah. $17.
17 kilometers. 17 kilometers. I think that's steal, man. Brand new car. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. We want to do stuff. Nanaimo has a lot of potential, I think.
It does.
To make businesses and do stuff. Like I said, I want to I wanna help businesses grow with my business. I wanna like go help them produce cool stuff for the internet, because people just don't know about the cool shit that is here.
No, they don't.
They really don't. And when you find something, it's tough. It's really tough. That's all I can say. People just don't get out enough in this town. People are just in their houses. People just don't explore Nanaimo as much as they should.
No. Oh my God. I think people are always complaining about, they're like, oh, like Nanaimo sucks. Nanaimo's this, Nanaimo's that, Nanaimo's this, Nanaimo's that. And like, I left and I came back because Nanaimo doesn't fucking suck.
It doesn't fucking
Nanaimo
suck.
was fucking dope. And I don't know, maybe it's because I have like a lot of my friends here, or all my family's here, or whatever it is, or I grew up here, it's home here, blah, blah, blah. But, like, my friend was in a lacrosse tournament, and it was put on by, like, Tourism Nanaimo, or, like, sponsored by Tourism Nanaimo. And there was a PowerPoint that he was telling me about, and he said it was 10 minutes long. And he's like, it was just full of shit that made me actually want to move to Nanaimo. And I was like, right? And I guess it was just saying how there's, like, lakes and rivers and oceans, and you can go fishing and swimming and blah, blah, blah. And if you don't like fishing and swimming in the ocean, you can go fishing and swimming in the lakes, because all the lakes around here are like stocked with bass fish and blah blah blah. And like there's like so many fucking lakes in Nanaimo.
It's like an outdoorsman's paradise.
I know. And I was on Google Maps yesterday, and I was like just zooming in on all these little bodies of water, and there's so many lakes.
Yeah, there's so many
here.
lakes. It's retarded. The island has so many lakes. But I'm a big river guy, and I just spend all my time in the river.
I love the river. I really hope that this year, I haven't gone in 3 years.
Oh, you gotta come. Like I said, you gotta come to the quarry.
Oh my God!
Like I said, if you have to, we're going to the quarry this year a lot. I want. This is gonna be a good summer. I got a good crew of friends. Like I said, after high school, I've met. There's a lot of good people here on Nanaimo too. I met ever since high school. I met lots of people. You gotta find them. But there's a lot of people that come here. What I've noticed, there's a lot of people that grow up here, and they're the ones that end up being kind of lame. I feel like eventually. But the people I've known, people that like come from all that my friend Logan, who's been on the podcast, he's traveled all over the world. He's been everywhere. And then
where's he from?
He's a Canadian, so he's from like Canada somewhere. Fucking his dad is like rich as fuck. His dad was like an oil fucking guy with lots of money.
Nice.
And from Canada. Over there in the middle of Canada.
You know what's fucked up?
Yeah.
My mom's cousin is a gold miner.
Yeah.
And he's living in Guatemala because he can't come back to Canada, because if he comes back to Canada, they'll take all his money in taxes.
Oh, wow.
Because he's been making so much money over there, so he can't come back. So he's in Guatemala.
Well, that sucks.
But he owns a house here.
Yeah. Weird. I hate how things like that, weird world we live in. But, what I was going to say is, he's been everywhere, and he eventually just found it here, and he loves it here. And we always talk about how it's just like, this is like an epicenter of coolness, in a sense. Like, the climate here is amazing. I can't even...
So good. It's been so nice ever since I moved.
Yeah, I can't even get over how nice and gorgeous it is here. But, the people here are just cool. I don't even know how to say it, but like...
We're islanders.
Yeah.
We're different.
We're different people. It's a really cool group of folks here sometimes. Some people are super chill, some people aren't. I mean, I don't know. You can find them all here.
Grady always comes over and he's just like amazed at everything over here. He's like, the traffic here is great.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's good restaurants. He's just like, he loves it. He's so over the mainland. He grew up in like North Van. And he just hates it. He's like, it's changed so much since I was little. And he's just so excited to come here.
The mainland freaks me out. Like, when I go over there, I feel boxed in. I feel different.
But it's so big, though.
It's so big, but I can't get to the ocean.
I know.
Stuff like that, right? And I can see the land forever, and I'm like, it's so big. And I can see mountains, like, so far away, and there's not, like, an ocean, but in between the mountains.
I know.
I'm like, what the fuck? There's so much. It makes me feel small. It's weird. There's so many people over there. Yeah,
and no one cares about you. And to me, it's like
I feel like over here we're trying to take care of our island. And that's how I feel anyway. We're trying to take care of our people. We're trying to take care of our island, and that's actually manageable because it's like a fucking island, not the fucking. It feels like the whole planet over there. When you're over there, it's like everybody.
Well, because it's like all of North America over there.
Yeah, it is. It's like the rest of the fucking country.
Yeah,
and other countries, way more countries.
Yeah, and the States, which is like,
yeah,
and Mexico and Central America, like
South America, just keeps going.
Yeah,
and
it's
South America.
It's
just a huge body of land that you're on when you think about it compared to this island.
And it's just like, I don't know why it's so like overwhelming.
It does feel overwhelming,
but it is, and I don't know, like, it's not usually something that like probably like 5% of the population thinks about things this way. But I don't know, it's just like, wow, I really am nothing.
Not as bad when you're in Vancouver and you can see the ocean and the port and shit, and it's beautiful there in Vancouver.
Yeah, but it's dirty. I don't understand where all the fucking dirty. Tax dollars are going. Like, power wash somebody, please. Like,
it's dirty. When I take the SkyTrain, I always just look out the window. When I went to Faded in the park and I took the bus and I took the SkyTrains over there, I was reading a book during my transit commute.
Your travels.
And while I was reading, it was about how we're just disconnected from conversation with people and how everybody's just like plugged into their fucking phones.
Everyone down there.
Yeah. Everyone's just on their phone and I'm looking at everybody. I'm reading about people doing that, the theory of it, and then I'm looking at everybody doing it and I'm like losing my mind. And I'm like, wow. And then looking at the windows and everything's dirty and I'm like,
so gross.
Fuck, like what is going on, man? We gotta step it up. We gotta do something. People gotta start cleaning shit. We gotta start respecting where the fuck we live.
They don't. But here...
They don't.
I mean, Nanaimo right now is in a little bit of a rough spot.
That's what I've been saying.
I think we can get through it, though.
Yeah.
I don't see it...
Yeah.
I don't see it staying very long. Hopefully.
People were really mad at the homeless people. And you were one of them. We've had a conversation, and you're not. They have this free housing thing now. They just gave them the houses, and you're not afforded at all. And personally, like I said, my heart really goes out to the homeless people. I know that some of them have made terrible decisions and they're terrible people, but not all of them. Sometimes they're just like addicts. Like, addiction is just so fucked up. And I've been thinking about addiction more and more lately, and my ideas of it have kind of been just changing and evolving. And some of these people are just prisoners of their own fucking consciousness.
Yeah. For me, my whole thing why I'm against it is because I don't think that anyone should get free housing. Unless they're in a place where they really need help. They need, and they're willing to get help and they're willing to receive help and, actually, work on getting better. Because if we're just giving them free housing and we're like, all right, here you go. Live your life, do your thing.
The thing about
keep
free
wreaking
housing
havoc on the rest of the fucking world. That's cool.
Who am I?
I'll cover you. It's all good. Don't worry.
The thing about that is, who am I to say they can't get free housing? Because I've been getting free housing for 16 of years of my life until I didn't get free housing anymore. My mom my parents
because
just
you were
took
a
care of us.
child.
Yeah, but some people are still children when they're old. It's just
that's
the
what
way
I'm
it is.
saying. Yeah, but you can get help if you want help.
You can get help,
and there are programs out there that are.
But it's hard to get help when you're trying to help yourself get something to eat because you got no fucking roof and you got nothing. You got nothing.
Well, I know that, but that's why I'm saying that there should be free housing and programs or subsidized housing or whatever, for people who are willing to do that. But I think that there should be a 2-week period where it's if we don't see that you're trying to make any sort of progress,
there needs to
get
be
the fuck out because
a lot more manpower.
Yeah.
In that social work. I don't know what social workers really do when they say I'm a social worker. It's what does that mean? But I know they help people and but there should be more people really going in depth and really hands on and
is a hands-on job.
Because we need to help. We need to help each other, and it really takes a lot to help another person. And it might take just one whole person to help another whole person wholeheartedly.
Yeah, and
And right now, there's just the programs that we might have are just very shallow, and they're not as compassionate as they could be. You know what I mean?
No, I do know what you mean, and I think that a lot of the treatment centers, I've got a lot of experience and knowledge with this sort of. As a lot of people know, my dad is a bit of a fuck up. He went to treatment at Edgewood twice, and it just didn't help him at all. Anything. Oh no, and I think because everyone
there's something to the core of that though. It's
everyone needs a different. Everyone requires a different sort of It's like when you're in a relationship, everyone loves differently. Everyone needs love differently. Everyone receives love differently, and it's people need different help. You can't just gather a classroom of people and be okay, we're gonna get better. This is how we're doing it. This is what's wrong. No, not everyone's cases are the same, especially with addiction, especially. And
everybody's gotta have a root problem that really takes a while to find the root.
Were sexually abused or whatever, and I don't know, if I was sexually abused, I wouldn't want to fucking tell a huge group of people that well,
there's also there's it goes deep. Some people who are sexually abused or people who do the sexual abusing are ones who were sexually abused when they were younger.
Exactly.
And stuff that.
And I just don't think that you can address everyone's situations as
So when people are on social media yelling and are getting angry that there's just these people and just for blanket reasonings, that drives me crazy.
Yeah, I hate blanket reasonings. I hate blanket terms. I hate No, I don't hate blanket
And when people are just like, Nanaimo is turning into shit because these people don't take care of themselves and they're just the scum on the earth. And it's like, well, they're not... They're not helping, sure, but I don't know. So how great are we for not even helping them? Like, it's just, there's so many layers to it. We can't just be shitting on people for living their lives not the way that we want them to.
Yeah, but it's actually impacting our lives, though.
Well, it's not impacting my life.
Well, it's impacting your mom's life, and it is impacting your life because taxes are going up, which means that rent's going up. And the reason the taxes are going up is because now we're paying for fucking free housing for people.
See, personally, I don't really care about taxes and shit like that. I'm not worried about that shit at
because
all.
You don't have to pay it yet. I have to pay taxes on 2 properties, which is fucking bullshit.
Fair enough.
Because none of them are paying anything for anything. We're supplying them with everything. My taxes that I'm actually working for, that I'm getting, that are coming off of my paychecks that I've been gathering since I was 12 years old.
Yes.
Is going, like, I think I'm gonna run fucking mayor one day.
Yeah, we talked about this.
And I think that you should decide where your taxes are going. 100%.
And my idea was there should be like a big chart.
Yeah.
That, like these
okay,
are all
I
the
want
categories.
a little bit to go here, a little bit to go here, a little bit to go here.
And you should be able to fill out where you want your money to go.
Sorry, homeless people, you only got $5,000 this year because nobody gives a fuck.
Because nobody gives a fuck about you. And if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. And yeah, everybody wanted better schools this year.
We need better parks, or we need better roads, or we need better this, or we need better whatever.
Parks are the shit. I would love to put my money into parks.
Right?
I would put my money into helping people. But how shitty is it that now you can't...
How shitty is it that now you can't fully enjoy the parks because you're kind of looking around for needles?
See, I've never had that problem. I've literally never had the problems I hear people complaining about. I'm like... Literally never had that problem. Like I'll go lie in any.
Really?
I've never had anything. Never stepped in a needle. I never went into a field and been like, "Ooh, there's a needle." What? Where are all these needles?
I found needles all the time at elementary school.
Yeah, I mean I get it
all the time,
but I literally don't find them, and I enjoy
Maybe you're not
myself.
looking hard enough.
Maybe I'm not looking hard enough.
Maybe you're just ignorance is bliss.
Maybe I'm ignorant to it, but I feel like
it's definitely.
I feel like shit. I feel like I'm just a little bit more compassionate, I guess, in a sense. I just feel bad for these people. I don't know what to say. When it's that whole conversation, and the whole conversation was happening in the town for a while, I just felt bad.
It brought out a lot of ugly in Nanaimo for sure.
I think it did. Yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah, but as far as like homeless people go, the ones who want to get help, there should be programs out there to help them. The ones who don't want to get help, fucking free for all. We should put them on an island.
I think with all the
just let them all.
with all the innovation that's coming, there should just be a lot more focus on it. That's what I think. There should be more focus on it. With innovation, the people that are going to lose their jobs to stuff, there should be more jobs created in the hospitality or whatever you call the social working industry. What the fuck is that industry called? What is that industry called? Do you know what that's called? Human resources. What the fuck is it?
Social working.
Social working? Is that what it is?
I think. Well, like all the outreach and addictions
community
worker? Yeah, community service.
Community service stuff. Yeah, stuff like that. Just a little more focus on that. We don't need as much truck drivers anymore. That's just the way it's going to be.
Yeah, but truck driver has money.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to do that anymore.
Why?
Because, like I said, there's innovation. People are going to have robot cars. There's going to be like, not in the next 5 years, but in the next like 5 to 10 or 10 to 15 in those windows, people are going to start losing jobs like crazy.
Oh, absolutely, but I don't think truck driving is going to be one of them because truck driving...
Oh, it's going to be one of them. They're not going to...
Might be one of the last ones.
Truck drivers can't even... They're not even allowed to drive for more than like, 10 hours before they get sleep. So like, if you're a business, you're not going to hire all these drivers and then make sure they sleep where you can just hire... Where you just got a robot truck that can go for 24 hours straight, never stop stopping. You don't have to. It's the way to go.
Yeah, but then
gas
companies are losing money because trucks don't need gas.
Well, they're going to be electric probably, right?
Well, exactly. But I think what that's going to do to our oil industries, to the gas industry. Think that's going to be the economy.
Well, the oil industries are evil. We have to kill them. They have to shut down. We have to go to electric.
No.
No? You like oil?
It's so crucial right now in our... I think that you're talking a lot further down the line.
Well, like I said, like 15 years. People are going to start losing jobs.
Yeah, but I don't think in 15 years truck drivers are going to like go extinct.
They're Well, there's like evidence. There's studies.
Yeah, but like truck driving, I don't think is gonna be one of the I don't think that
truck driving. Well, there's like Tesla trucks. They're making those right now, like Tesla semi trucks that are like drive themselves.
I know, but people aren't gonna want to buy those because all of these other industries are gonna be affected by that.
Will be taxes. They'll be like when you buy a robot car, there'll probably be like a robot tax. So so that we see the savings too.
But do you think that Nanaimo is gonna get right on board by all these Tesla bucket? How much does a Tesla semi truck cost?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Think about all these truck driving companies. None of them are gonna be ripping around here. And
you don't think it's more cost efficient to get like a robot truck to do all your work than a person that drives your truck and operates it?
Well, it probably is more cost efficient, but then think of all the jobs people are losing. It's not going to be good for our economy at all.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They're going to get new jobs.
It's going to be shitty. Well, there's not going to be any jobs left.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to create new jobs in like other industries.
Yeah, but I don't know. Because I think there's a lot more, like what happens if there's something wrong with the truck?
Then they fix it.
Then you're going to have to know what happens if something happens on the middle of the road and it just stops working.
Well, that happens already with people.
Yeah, but there's nobody in the truck. So now you have to get somebody...
There will be people in the truck. There'll be people in the truck. What I've heard is there's already trucks that drive themselves, and people will just sit there, and apparently there's a person in the passenger seat, and they just sit there and make sure everything's okay. They just don't drive.
That seems ridiculous.
Seems weird, right? Until the trucks
ridiculous.
Until the trucks are 100% 100% safe. These are just things I hear, but like I said, I just know innovation's coming, and people are gonna lose their jobs, and there needs to be new jobs.
I know, it's scary, but the only thing. I was watching this video.
Like pizza delivery drivers, that's not going to be a thing anymore.
No.
All these things are not going to be things.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Like driving is the biggest one.
I think that pizza delivery could be like drones.
It will be drones. They'll fly them to your house.
Yeah.
They already do that. They literally already do that. So it's just crazy things that they're going to do. And
I don't like it.
And the innovation, it'll happen faster than you think or any of us think because that's just the way innovation works.
Someone needs to kill Elon Musk.
No, Elon Musk wants to do everything right. He's like at least he's in the right mind space at least.
Yeah.
But he's innovating like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Like he must not sleep.
Have you heard the way he builds tunnels? Have you heard about this? Like
no.
People just build tunnels. His tunnels, like when they're under the ground, it's like a snake and it like moves like under the ground with the earth. Like if there was an earthquake, it like shifts with it. It's like an exoskeleton snake. Like it's so crazy. And the track
that makes a lot of sense.
Right? It's so cool, man. Like the shit he makes is insane. And so
roads
he's like,
need to be like that.
Right? And what he was saying is it's actually
and shit.
When he did the Joe Rogan podcast, he's like, that seems not very safe, like going way down in the tunnels and then there's an earthquake and you're in your car. I don't want to be down there. And he's like, well, actually, it's probably the safest place you can be. It's like when there's a big storm in the ocean, the safest place is to be like in a submarine.
Yeah.
Down, and it's like that. It's like that makes sense. There's some cool shit, man. Yeah. It's gonna be a crazy world that we're living in here soon. But I don't know how it'll affect places like Nanaimo and stuff like that. I've always thought about that, like little smaller places.
Yeah, well, of course,
out of the way.
There's gonna be a lot of testing and stuff, like probably Toronto, Vancouver.
Yeah, and Vancouver's right there. I always think about that though. It's like right there.
I can see them from here.
It's right there. It's so close.
I know.
So, things are.
But it's so
close.
different over here, though.
Exactly.
I almost think. No, I'm just kidding.
What do you think?
I was gonna say that like Vancouver Island should pull like what Quebec's trying to pull, and
we
just
split
like
off?
separate.
We should just be our own little Hawaii.
Yeah, fuck it.
Hawaii shouldn't be their own thing.
No.
Canada's so big anyway. Just make it all.
Yeah,
smaller.
they don't need us.
No, they don't. I feel like we should be able to be self-sufficient on this island, but we probably can't be. Of course, we cannot be. There's too many of us. Do you think there's too many of us here?
No. Think about all the Northern Island that like is in
There's
like
nobody up
Port
there.
Hardy and like Port Alice and all like the Tofino area, the other side of Mount Benson.
I always wonder what's over there.
Nothing.
We're gonna go hike that soon.
Yeah, we are.
Have you hiked that before?
Oh yeah.
I've never hiked it, and I've never seen what's on the other side.
I would love to hike on acid, but I think that might be dangerous.
We can do shrooms.
I'd rather do acid.
Oh, you don't like the shrooms? You keep saying that.
I do not like them. It's just
if
like
you just take like a pill, like think about it as like a supplement before in the morning when we're going up the mountain, you would just feel way better. Just feel like you got energy in your muscles. That's how I feel.
Okay.
It's the way to go.
Like
Don't do a lot. Just like
nibble. Oh, my ankle. I just don't like so the way that it makes me feel sometimes. I don't know. It's like it's not controllable. Whereas like acid for me has been controllable.
Controllable? Interesting. I feel out of control on acid.
Well, if I do feel out of control, it's an out of control that I can
It's a surrender thing. To both those, I just surrender myself and go for a ride. Have a great time. But last time me and Bruce did acid, we just, fuck, man, we just lost our minds. Every time I feel like me and him just lose.
Last time I did with acid was with Bruce, too.
Yeah, and you guys went to Playland. Yeah, that sounded like a fun time.
It was good, but there was too many security guards and police officers.
It can be stressful.
For the acid. I mean, that made me, like, I was, like, just focused on that. I was kind of scared and, like, and because I had a bad encounter at the beginning, losing my little roach clip thing.
Oh, yeah, yes.
And then, yeah, I was just very, like, shook.
Things can really throw you off. The littlest thing can throw you off the whole time, too.
Yeah, there's just, I don't know. I know that, like, everyone was intoxicated and running around there and, like, whatever, whether it was, like, drugs or alcohol or whatever, but, like, I don't know. How would a cop react to somebody who's on acid?
I don't know. I guess when I'm...
where did you get it? I don't know, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Acid's a weird drug. You can't even talk to people. When we were doing it, his roommate came out when we were talking to her, and he literally couldn't even talk to his roommate. And I'm like, whoa, man, what was that? He's like, yeah, I don't even know how to... I can't even explain that. He's like, I can't even talk to my own roommate, and I'm just fucked. So we can only talk to each other. Whoa. But, yeah, the mountain. Let's do that soon, man, because it's nice out.
It is nice.
Is there anything else I wanted to talk about today? We covered a lot of shit. We had a good combo.
We did.
We did
cover a lot of stuff. Not really anything else that I can think of.
I just want to say again, this house is lovely. Thank you for letting me be here.
Of course. Anytime.
I'm not gonna be here for your housewarming party.
No, I know. That sucks.
Me and Bruce are going to see Excision on 420 in Vancouver. I'm pumped about that. But I'm less pumped now that I know I'm gonna be missing this. I have FOMO, fear of missing out.
Ugh, I had FOMO the entire time that I was living in Van.
That's how I feel about Bruce.
Oh, I know.
I miss my friend Bruce. He lives in Vancouver, and there's talk about him moving back potentially, but he's just far away. There's so much stuff that I want to do with like the videos.
Sucks. Yeah.
With the videos, and there's lots of ideas that I've had, but a lot of the ideas include him, or include at least another person, because it's hard to make these things by myself.
Yeah, just I would be so awkward. People do all these like vlogs and like YouTube channels and stuff, and it's like
people have those.
Get comfortable with like
just talking to the camera like it's a regular person is hard enough to learn how to do that. That's tough.
Yeah, that's where for me it's also.
But set everything up to make sure you got the good scene, and then come into the scene, into the camera.
Yeah,
many things.
And like also some people like just do it on their phone. It looks like, and it's like you're just outside, and like, is there not other people around watching you? Like, what don't you think?
That's the one thing. That's the one thing. A lot of people just have to. You just have to get around that, and just have to.
About.
You just have to not be concerned, not give a fuck
people
about everybody
being
else.
Like, what the fuck is this person doing?
Yeah, that's the one thing. That is like, what are you doing? But
this is what I'm doing, motherfucker.
I don't want to just hang around, like walking around where the populated areas, talking to the camera about bullshit.
Like
that's not what I'm gonna do anyway.
No,
but. It would be nice when I'm going somewhere.
Yeah,
with
like
somebody,
when I was in Dubai.
I can film you and you can go do something on something, and then I can throw you the camera and then anything like that. But I can't do that by myself.
I don't know. I think I want to get better at it. A lot of people have said that they would watch my YouTube channel if I got one.
Nice. I hope people watch this because of you.
Oh, thank you.
I hope I get lots more views because of your popularity.
I'm not.
You gotta throw this on Instagram. We gotta do everything.
I'm not a person.
You're a person. I don't know. People don't like me very much, I don't think. And like when I got Flav on the podcast, like there's just people when I get on here, there's just a definite more views.
Cool.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. When it's just me or it's just me and Bruce, like there's like it seems to be like an average of like 20 solid viewers of the episodes, and then like say the one with Coach got like 400 views. And that was cool. And the one with Flav got like over 100 views. And then I did one with some high school kids, and I got like 100 views too.
Nice.
Because high school kids have lots of high school kids that want to watch themselves. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
that's
it's just
weird.
It's all about bringing more people in, because I always feel like if I bring you in, you'll probably watch the episode, and maybe you'll watch another episode. More people that come on, they might become fans themselves. That's what it's about.
Yeah, totally.
I'm
definitely open to doing another one.
Yeah, I had a great time. We're gonna do one with Jen. That'd be fun.
And
Grady, if he wants to.
And Bruce.
When Bruce comes to me and you and Bruce to do it, Bruce has taken control of he made a Twitter page for the StratOCast, and he reached out to Mr. Smith.
I want Mr. Smith to come to my party.
I don't know if he'd do that.
I know. I know.
But he reached out to Mr. Smith, and we're gonna do a podcast with him, I guess. And yeah, now I have to do that. I don't know what we're going to talk about exactly anymore. We've always talked about doing one with him, but it's been a while now. I don't know what
Well, he had a lot to do with, like, sports and stuff.
We're going to talk about the lacrosse program and stuff.
And
he started the whole lacrosse program at ND, and it's like super successful. And he just started it, and it's like success as soon as he started it. And I'm like, I want to talk about that, obviously.
Like, he was how about we talk about also just, like, his fucking growth and... Sorry, I'm, like, fangirling.
Growth as a person. He's a super cool guy.
Like, when I met him, he was a substitute teacher. Mm-hmm. And now he's the shit.
Now he's the shit.
That's
what we're going to talk about, basically. I'm like...
How'd you become the shit?
Me and Bruce were like, in school, you were the substitute teacher, and me and Bruce always liked you. We were pretty tight. We always joked around, like, getting dinner, like, outside of school and shit. And now it's taken us this long to actually hang out and do a podcast and blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think he was my basketball coach, too, so I got, like, oh my God. If I can even call that season.
Everybody likes Smith, basketball. So I'm sure people will watch that episode.
Yeah, totally.
Exactly, right?
Totally.
I
just wanted to stop by for a little bit. I think it would be so funny.
I just want Smith to stop by my life all the time for a little bit.
Yeah.
I wish I could do a Smith impression. Stratts! No, I can't do it. He has the best voice. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. This has been another great episode. Thanks, Dan. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
This is like, I don't know what this is, 22? Episode 22, episode 23, something like that, in the books. And, we have, you know about Avengers Endgame, Dana? Are you aware?
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's coming out. It's coming out in April. Avengers Endgame is coming out soon, and the last podcast I did, me and Logan talked about Captain Marvel, and talk about some of the theories we going into Avengers Endgame. So if you like that kind of stuff, watch the last episode, because we go all into it. And like and subscribe if that's your thing. I hate harassing people for that. I fucking hate even saying that.
Like and subscribe.
But you gotta do it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, bye, guys.
See ya.